Okay, everybody, I want to give you an update on my Ozempic journey. Let's call it a journey. But first, let me show you some sweetness, okay? There's the poo-poo. The poo-poo is sleeping. It's Saturday afternoon. It's been extremely hot. Like, for us, extremely hot is 80 degrees. Now listen, I have one itty bitty air conditioner for the whole house. So for us, this is, you know, it's weather that is, most homes here in the Pacific Northwest do not have air conditioning. So that's why I say it's been hot for us. Okay. Now listen, I lived in South Carolina most of my life. That's where the accent comes from. So I'm used to 100 and something with horrible humidity. But I've been up here for 13 years, so I'm already reacclimated to the Pacific Northwest. But here's Bella. And y'all, I found a baby video of Bella when I first adopted her. You know, she was a rehome, so a couple had purchased her at 8 weeks, and I received her at 9 weeks. Okay, so I did not purchase Bella. The couple were looking for a home. They thought they could handle another Aussie, and they're retired, so they were not ready to handle a high energy dog. So she's been with me ever since. But I'll have to post that on another video. Here's the Say, and Coops is at work. So Say is, all three of the girls are taking a nap. Okay, so I have napping music for them. I want to tell you about weeks 14, 15, and 16. I haven't come online because I really had nothing really to report until I went and had my annual blood work done. Actually, I go twice a year because I am a diabetic. Been a diabetic for probably 20 plus years. So because of that, I have to see my internal medicine physician more often than once a year. But hey, she's amazing. She keeps me on task. She gives me great advice, and she's always concerned about my health, as doctors should be. So my total weight loss has not changed. It's 9.5 pounds, which means I weigh at 165.5. Now, I haven't been this low probably in 6 years, so I'm extremely happy with that. It's okay that I'm not really losing anymore, and that's fine. I'm not taking it for weight loss. I had some blood work on July 22nd of this year, and I got my lab work back. And with this blood work, I will put this at the end of the video, but listen, this is crazy, okay? This is crazy. All my blood work was normal. I was like, how can that be? I've never had normal blood work. Ever since I was a diabetic, I've had high triglycerides, high cholesterol, high A1C, high fasting glucose. Nothing has been, even my kidney function was going a little haywire for a while. And then on Ozempic, so I'll tell you what I think, okay? Now this is what weeks, I've been on Ozempic for 16 weeks. I have no appetite. I really don't. And I think because of that, I will eat 1 or 2 bites of food, and the rest goes, either I'll try to take it home, and eat it later, or I'm that person at work who says, hey, I bought some food, but I can only eat half of it because of, some Ozempic. And so I usually share my food, which at first it sort of offended people. They're like, why are you trying to feed us all the time? I go, oh no, I'm not doing that. I just don't want to throw food away. So when I explained to them that I'm on Ozempic, then they go, "Oh, okay." I said, "Listen, for you, it's free lunch, because I can't. Uh, it really literally makes you sick. At least for me, it does. I can only speak about my experience. And so for me, if I even try to overeat, I just want to throw up. And so I do the 2 bites, and my body says stop, and I stop. Now, do I get hungry in 4 hours? Of course. But, it's kind of sort of how we're supposed to eat, right? Maybe every 4 or 5 hours. And again, it's only 2 bites, and then I'm done. So all of that was my blood work. I came to report that I look like a normal person. I haven't had that kind of blood work for 20 years. So I know some people say, oh, some people poo-poo the idea that I'm on Ozempic. Listen, I'm on the lowest dose possible. My doctor decided not to increase my doses because it's doing what we want it to do, which is to help my diabetes. Did I have a little weight loss? Yes. But at 165, that is okay with me to stay at that weight. Now, would I like to be 160? Of course. I would love to lose 5 more pounds, but that's got to come from me, not the Ozempic. So I have a doctor's appointment on Monday, and we're going to just discuss that. And she already sent me a text saying, listen, I'm not going to up your dose. The Ozempic's doing what we need it to do. So I'm like, oh, I'm fine with that. My A1C, I can report, was 6. Y'all, that's normal. I haven't had a normal A1C since about 2000. So really, that's about 24 years. So I am loving it, but I put evidence at the end of this so that you all can see these results, that way, it's just not me hyping it up. I'm just telling you, it works. So everybody, let me give you an update on Coops. So Coops is my daughter who moved up here to the Pacific Northwest about 4 weeks ago. Now, she joined me on this Ozempic thing. Now, listen, she's a borderline. She's that pre-diabetic area, but she is obese. So I asked her if she wanted to join me on this trip, and she has. Now, so far, and again, remember, she hasn't given me permission to give you her weight, but she said I could tell you how much weight she has lost. Okay. So Coops has lost 14 pounds. Now, y'all, she says, Mama, I don't know when I have ever lost 14 pounds and kept it off. Now, she is working it's part-time position, but they give her full-time hours because she's a hard worker. So again, we are just waiting for insurance, and then what we'll do is, get some blood work and things for her to, so we can start like a baseline. But for now, she's lost 14 pounds in just 4 weeks. I'm so proud of her because, there's some days she goes, well, I'm already hungry. And I said, well, remember, you don't want to jeopardize, your weight loss. So I think since she is much bigger than me, I think it's probably, it could be that she's used to eating a lot of food. So that might be what's kind of overriding a bit. But I did ask her, did she think that it was really working? She goes, well, you have to give it time. She goes, I'm a big girl, and you got to give this stuff time. She says, once I wait it out and just stay on the low-carb diet, she said, then I feel full again. So I'm just giving you her experience. Again, this is my experience and Coop's experience. Other people may have a different experience than we are. We're both on the very lowest that you can do, which is 0.25 milligrams of Ozempic. Again, at the end, and the babies are still asleep, so I just show you them. The sun's going down, so then it'll start cooling off here, because remember, we have very little humidity. Sometimes the humidity is pretty high in the spring and the fall, but right now, not too much humidity going on. Everyone, thank you for listening, and I hope that this information helps. Everybody, let's get right.